only for the UK market or also for?
It's globally. What we are trying to do is we have already installed betas there. In a couple of ones in UK, couple in Germany, and we went, especially for them, we went to the Dubai and then we did a thorough market research. So they're interested. Now we have, it's a huge chain. So to sign a deal with them that you would deploy it across the world on over 500 chains, that's not going to happen overnight. We have been in talks with them for 6 months. They show us interest after interest. Yes, we are interested. I just need to talk to that manager, that manager. So we are moving up the hierarchy every day by day and day. So as soon as we, get all the, terms and conditions, everything finalized, then we are hoping that in worst case scenario, by the end of this year, we'll definitely sign it. But we are really pushing hard to make sure that we sign it as soon as possible.
Why not focus on just one market? I may be stupid for saying this, but you guys scare me a bit there, because I think you're spreading yourself too thin. Because you say Germany, then you say UK, you also say Pakistan, then you say the UAE. So why not just go in there and focus on something, prove it over there? It will be much easier to duplicate it everywhere else.
Precisely. Look, we are here in Pakistan, as I said, that is why we are marketing here in Pakistan. What we would like to do, if we get this venture capital, I don't know if someone asks us to go to North American market first, we can think about that. What we would like to do is, if we get this venture capital, we would start concentrating primarily in the Middle East, Dubai, in the Emirates. There is huge potential there. People have money there. They want to invest in innovative. They don't worry about if they generate revenue. Even if we prove them they generate, they say, okay, it just looks good, I need it. That is their sales. If I can prove to them it's going to make your business look good, they're going to buy from me. So what we would do is, if we get this venture capital, we're going to start concentrating primarily in Dubai. Right now, we don't have the resources to do that. That is why we are signing sales representatives in the UK. We already had links with them. So that's why I said, okay, we can get it, let's start it. So we are not spreading ourselves too thin. What we want from this venture capital is, because we can follow this model the way we are following right now, is that, but that's a slow model. It's going to take a lot of time. We need this venture capital to put our marketing and sales efforts on a fast track. Then if we get this, we will primarily be targeting the Middle Eastern markets, where there is huge potential, and the barriers for entry into a business are very minimal. For them, $10 a month, that's nothing.
So for me, I think it's. Are you done?
Yeah.
So for
you're
me,
out.
No, we'll talk.
Okay, sure.
So it's pretty interesting for me, and it's kind of close to what we have been experimenting as well in California. We are doing sampling, and we have tried offline coupons.
Okay.
And I don't think I would be interested in investing money, but I would be interested in doing some experiments with you guys. We have a team, like a sales team in California,
okay,
and want to pitch some ideas, and let's see how it goes.
Sure. Well, this is just the tip of the iceberg, to be honest. We had multitude of ideas to be implemented, but we did not want to make the product complicated. Mm-hmm. You don't want to tell them that this has everything. That just scares people. You have to say, this is a simple product. Once we have lots of customers, then we can add lots of things to it. We can add the social media component into it. We can add a multitude of other things. Mm-hmm. So all those things are on the table, but we don't want to complicate the product. We just want to sell what we already have developed. We have already tested the model. We just want to sell it, start generating revenues. Perhaps if we get the venture capital, we might think, okay, now let's start also extending the product.
Okay.
Up to $50,000.
Right.
I think time is over. Sorry.
Yes, please. Please.
I think Miro is already a very well-established brand, and if you have less and you are very lucky. And in my opinion, you need to focus more onto that and capture them. Because once you establish in Europe, in my opinion, at this stage, spending any marketing efforts in Pakistan would hardly give you any gains. So my suggestion would be that you work on to catching more and more, getting into this narrow brand, and then once you prove at one place, then remaining will be easy.
Yes, that is the idea. But as I also mentioned earlier, that some companies like Cafe Nero, they don't sign deals with you in small time frames. They take even years and years to sign the deals. So, but of course, that's a big fish, but we also want to, get a few smaller fish from the pond as well. Meanwhile, we try to catch the big fish. So we don't want to put all our eggs in one basket that, okay, if that fish slips, where we'll be at, we will be at. So we also want to catch some smaller fish as well. We also want to make the product self-sufficient so that it can support itself. So the revenue is coming, we don't have to invest in it. Once it's become self-sufficient, then we can, concentrate even on Cafe Nero solely as well. So that is the major goal right now. But you are totally correct in mentioning that if we get Cafe Nero, then selling to others is not going to be a problem.
I have one quick question.
Sure.
Do you have any competitors?
Yes, we have, but very small competitors. We found one in Europe when we did the marketing research, but they are like, that guy was only selling in one city in Birmingham or somewhere, right? So that was very small competitor. And there's another one who is selling some, not what we are selling, but something similar, but that is more towards the social media side. He puts a tablet there, and you can then like his page right there. So he was giving that kind of features. What we are doing is mainly unique. There are competitors, but not exactly what we are offering. Like.
Also, the main difference is those are actually mobile applications rather than
Precisely.
What about US?
Sorry?
What about US?
Honestly, we haven't done a thorough market research of the US because of the budgetary constraints. Maybe a competitor might just pop up there. We have not yet gone into North America primarily.
Okay. If you don't have a competitor over there, like a major competitor,
Okay.
and you decide to give exclusivity, then I'll help you set up a branch office in US and invest up to $50,000.
Cool. Can we shake hand on that?
Yes, we can shake hands.
Okay, then we'll definitely be staying in touch in the coming days. Okay. Right. Sure. Anything further?
Good for you.
Right. Okay. Thank you so much.
Good
Thank
luck.
you. Thank you.
There you go.
Finally, first success of the day, I would say, and it's pretty good. And thanks to all of our awesome, investors that we've got over here. Shepherds. Sorry. Now that we have had 3 pitches, we will have a panel discussion session right now, after which we'll have the remaining 2 pitches. So if you guys can please move back, we'll need your services soon.